Hello everyone, it's Omar Oakes, Editor-in-Chief of The Media Leader, and we're live, The Media Leader Live, at the Future of TV Advertising Global 2024, and we're in a packed auditorium around us at King's Place in central London, and I'm joined by David Rasmussen, who's from Viaplay's product manager there. So tell us, I mean, there's been so much happening with Viaplay. 18 months ago you exited UK and US. Are you still active in our market where we're filming from now? And generally, what's been happening with Viaplay?
Yeah, so we had to exit some of the markets we were expanding into, US, Canada, UK among them, and so right now the Viaplay service is only available in the Nordics and Netherlands, but we're also doing a lot of content, like the content we produce is still available globally on different services. So you can still find our content, but you can't find them under the Viaplay app anymore.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, yours is a really interesting story about how a player like yours, whether you've got your own platform where you offer content, whether you get involved with different distributors and negotiate rights deals. I mean, in the UK, we've known you through Premier Sports and things like that, very active in sports. I mean, where do you see things going? I mean, there's so much talk about further consolidation. You can't avoid it. We're all talking about at this conference how broadcasters compete with Netflix and global streaming players. What do you see as the outlook going forward?
There's always going to be, I feel, a need for a local presence. So Viaplay is always, we come from a heritage of a very local broadcaster presence, and we're still very strong there. So you will see our productions with our hosts and the studio productions, and I feel that is what elevates the sports rights that we acquire. So even if there's going to be other players fighting for the same sports rights, will they have the same local foundation and the presence? I think that's going to set us apart.
Yeah, and I mean, regional markets are still really important. Tell us, because educate me. So, what's been happening in the Nordics in terms of the ad market? How have things changed when you come to the UK? What do you see as the similarities or differences?
So we had a very different value proposition, obviously. So in the Nordics, we're still very heavy into ads. There's always been ads on the broadcast, there's ads in the live sport, but we also increased the Viaplay normal streaming service, so TV and movies. Now we're offering a package with ad breaks in those as well. So we're reaching more consumers than before. But there's also a movement towards, I feel, an advertiser presence. So if you're watching the Viaplay service, you will encounter advertising where maybe you didn't before. And I think that's one of the big differences in the markets we're in.
And generally, what are you finding? I mean, so much we've had, not so much in TV, because other formats have been quicker to digitize first, but we hear so many complaints over the years about the user experience being suboptimal, frequency being over the top, no frequency capping, being bombarded with ads, poor user experience, targeting for targeting's sake. How do you think that connected TV, can avoid those mistakes that other channels might have encountered in the past?
Yeah, I think having the broadcaster heritage is a strong factor. There's so many people in the organization who, whatever platform we go on to, they want that TV experience. They want to make sure we offer the same type of experience that we've always done on TV. So the Viaplay streaming service is always going to have those roots.
And you're an interesting chap, because you also sit on MMS, don't you? Which is the Swedish version of Project Origin that we have in the UK, cross media measurement solution. Educate me on that as well, because measurement is such a big topic for the industry here in the UK. What are the challenges you found when trying to do cross-video measurement, let alone cross-media channel measurements, which is what marketers want, but it's not so easy to deliver, is it?
No, of course. So in all of the markets where we operate, there is some kind of JIC. And I'm on the board of MMS, which is the Swedish JIC, where we do all video measurements, so TV and digital video. So either we have players like ourselves who get all of our channels and all of our deliveries measured, but a lot of that comes from the value of a good panel. And I think like for any cross-media measurement, you're going to run into challenges if you don't have the panel beneath it. Which is also one of the reasons, like, we're focusing on TV right now, TV and the TV-like streaming services, because it's easy to find that consumption within a panel. The cross-media measurement, at least in the Swedish market, is done by advertisers. So they are faced with the challenge of combining the TV panel with the outdoor panel with other streaming services. So what MMS does is the TV and the broadcaster's video right now.
And one of the key challenges that we're finding in the UK is trying to get the big digital platforms involved in this JIC solution where they're not used to playing with JICs. So if you're a Google, for example, they've got a huge amount of data. They can say, well, we can just measure this stuff ourselves. We don't, we can just, sell according to our own data. But then that goes against the whole understanding of what we've been doing in terms of working with third parties to measure. How have you been able to navigate that?
So MMS, within the panel that MMS is operating, all the streaming services are measured. So Google is going to be there, Netflix are going to be there, but then it's a matter of level of data. So the consumption is there, but maybe not individual advertising spots. So it's a lot up to the advertisers. If they want that level of quality in their measurements, they can make sure that they buy from media that is within the measurement, or they can rely on whatever they can merge themselves. But as you said, the Swedish version of Project Origin then, it's being worked on by the advertisers. They are the ones trying to combine this to make sure that a delivery on one platform get measured in a fair way compared to everything else.
Of course, advertisers are the ones that are paying for all of this, so what they say really matters. David, thank you so much for joining the Media Leader. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.